Alright, so I'm back here at the Bushcraft camp, and I'm really excited to be back here. And we've got a lot of things to do, so we're gonna get straight into it. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do now, and yeah, the plans. So the first thing that I wanna get in order is the bed. So I thought about it, and I think I'm gonna do the bed first, so I don't have to build the roof or the back wall, and then trying to build a bed under that. So I just figured out that it would be much easier to build the bed first and then the roof. So yeah, that's the primary goal for this day. But I do also want to tie up the ridgepole to the trees here, so that's the second thing I want to do. But I'm gonna need some materials. Or I actually got a lot of materials. So if you watched episode 1, you know that I just cut a whole lot of trees and yeah, and did all of that boring stuff. So now we can just get straight into the building. So and I do have a new mic. So if it sounds better and or worse, leave a comment down below so I know what settings that I should be using. I'm really clueless, but yeah, let's get straight into the building. So for the bed, I'm gonna need 2 logs this size. Like I'm gonna cut them here so they're this long, and I'm gonna place one there, one here, and then a log here, and the same thing here, and then I'm gonna have a lot of logs covering the whole thing. And then I'm gonna make a bow bed as well, and yeah, I think that's gonna be a really good bed. And I'm gonna pound some stakes in as well, so they don't move around. And yeah. So this is the tree where I cut my firewood, and the firewood wasn't too great at all, but I think this is gonna make for some good. What's it called? Fundamentals for the bed. Oh, we got some fatwood in there too. That's good for fire lighting. So last time I was here, my hands got freezing cold, so I have better gear this time. So I got this and some outer gloves as well. So I think I'm not gonna freeze as much, and I'm gonna cut a lot of firewood so I can have a fire going. So after cutting this, I'm gonna cut some firewood and get the fire going, so I can. So I can warm myself. I figured that would be a good idea. There we go. Alright, so this log doesn't have to be too big at all. Maybe like a saw or something. So I'm gonna cut it right about here. Yeah. There we go. I'm gonna build my shelter between these 2 trees, and you see here it's some roots that are pretty high up. So I figured out I can just put a log going there like that on the roots, and then pound that in with a stake and lie it, and I have one, or actually it's more plain here. So here I can have this, But yeah, let's test if that's gonna work out. Does that make any sense? So basically, what I meant is that I'm gonna have one log here, a bit bigger than this one, and then a log here, like that. And then I can have the bed between those two. Let's see if that's even. And if it is even, that's what I'm gonna do. But if it's... Oh, this one's pretty big. Let's take another one. Is that even? Looks pretty even to me. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Can you grasp what I'm trying to do here? I'm putting this on the roots and these two here, and turns out it is pretty even. So, but I do have to select a little thicker log and a longer log, maybe like that. Could you hear the shot? Must have been some guys hunting or something. I think this, yeah, this is too short for a bed, but I think this is gonna be a good stick. So I'm gonna cut it here. So yeah, now I have to cut it here, and I need maybe 5 or 6 logs the same size. Can you hear that I'm sick? I've been sick this week. One day I took out of school, so I'm pretty stuff in my nose. What's it called? Anyways, let's cut this. Oh, that one can be used for a steak. I'll save that for later. But yeah, so here we have a size measuring stick. So I'm gonna get back with you guys when I'm done cutting like 5 pieces of the size of this tree. So yeah, you will not see me do the hard work. Alright, now we got 5 decent blocks for the bed. Oh, this one has to be up here. There's a gap here that I don't like. I'm just gonna move this to the side and see if this log fits better. Yeah, this is a better fit. Ah, there's a This log is pretty bad actually. Let's see if this log is better. Yeah, this is better. And then, yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. But this log is a little bit too high above the others. Even though I'm gonna make a bow bed on top of this, I think it's gonna be a little bit too much. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch this out to another log, but I'm gonna need I'm gonna need at least 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3, 4, 5. Yes, let's just cut 5 more and see if that's enough. It's better to have a. It's just better to have a bigger bed than a small bed. It's nothing worse than you like in the middle of the night just rolling around and then you just in the cold snow waking up. So yeah, but actually yeah, I'm maybe gonna put the big one to the side there and put the smaller one in between, in the middle. So I think I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna need to cut some more logs. So I just went for a little walk around here to find some trees and take a look at this. There's a huge dump. That has to be a moose or something. It can't be a wild boar. It's just so juicy, but it's pretty old also. Yeah, there's definitely animals in this forest. I can tell that by all of the footprints and just the feeling of being not watched, but the feeling that you share this with someone is here. So yeah, anyways, let's carry this tree back to camp, holding a big camera and a big tree at the same time. It's not really a big tree, but get what I'm saying. But I'm really excited to be out here again. This entire week I just hoped that I was not getting more sick, so I couldn't come out here and film and produce some videos for you guys. And now I can do that, so really excited. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna switch this log into another log and have this on the side, like a side wall, so I don't tip out to the side here. So I'm gonna put the birch bark here. Oh, that fitted well. Nice. And then nice. Oh, this one is, yeah, but that's good enough. Looking pretty good actually. Pretty pleased with it. Oof. Oh, this is fantastic. Wonderful. Oh, this is very nice. Look at that sun. So beautiful day. Alright, so we got the bed ready. It's almost done actually. Why did I say actually? It's almost done actually. So yeah, the bed is done. And I do want to get a fire going so I can warm my hands. They're not very cold right now. They can be like red because of the cold, but they're pretty warm now. I got 3 gloves that I'm switching on and off from because they get wet when you touch things. So I'm gonna cut on firewood, get the fire going, and enjoy my bed. But then I'm gonna get to building again. I'm gonna build a back wall or tie the ridge pole to the trees here. I'm just gonna take a moment to just relax. Wow, it's quiet. Here we have a birch tree. I'm gonna take up some of this and light this on fire. Oh! Oh! Ooh, there we have some. It's like peeling off some skin or something. Pretty satisfying. Alright, I'm gonna build a little base of some sticks. I have this one. So I'm gonna try to light the fire with a ferro rod, but you know how that went last time. I spent like 10 minutes doing that and freezing up my hands, and I'm gonna be, if I fail the first few times, I think I'm just gonna give up and do it with the lightning sticks instead. But it should go pretty well. I have this birch bark here. I'm gonna get the camera up close so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna fluff it up a little bit more. That should take a spark from a ferro rod. But let's see. You got a spark there. I'm just gonna take the lightning sticks. My hands are gonna get so cold. Oh, that was easy. I'm gonna put the knife into the shed again. Was a camera like this when I light the fire as well? Anyways, the fire's going now, and that's the important thing. So I think I'm gonna tie the ridge pole to the tree now. So yeah, let's do that. So I got a comment on my video building like a temporary little shelter just when the snow came, and it was a comment that I should put a ridge pole on this side of the tree, even though this gives more space. So basically, when he mentioned that if you put it here, the back wall is gonna push the log on to the tree, making it more stable and can take more weight, essentially. So I'm gonna follow his tips. So I'm gonna tie it to the other side of the tree here instead of having it here. I thought this was just better because it gives you more space and of that stuff, but turns out it's better to do it on this side. So, and like I said, this is not some temporary shelter. This is gonna be like a full shelter built over multiple episodes. So I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be, but this is just a shelter that I can came to and continue building on. Like, this is a brand new forest for me. I've never been here before, like I mentioned in my last video. So it's plenty of trees around here that I can use for building. So I can extend the shelter if I want, I can rebuild, I can do very many things here. So that's nice. But let's tie this up. So I don't know really what knot to do here. I'm not really good at knots, but I don't think that matters too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some wraps around here and see how it turns out. Oh. Whew. I don't know how cold it is, but it has to be like -5 degrees Celsius, so it is pretty cold. But it's less snow, so that's pretty good actually for building. Last time I was here it was much more snow. If you remember that, it was like this much, a feet or something. Not a feet, but more than it is now anyways. That fire is going good. So when I tied this on, I didn't think about how high the ridge pole was going to be. I think I want it a little bit higher up here. Up, yeah. I want it here, not so low. Or is this good? Yeah, maybe like here. Seems that's good. Oh, this is kind of uncomfortable. Maybe I'm just gonna tie it on so I don't have to be in this position forever. Yeah. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. gonna do the Canadian jam knot. You just put a loop here. Or not a loop, first you do this and then make a loop next to it. Like this. Just like that. I'll take my gloves off now. And then put the tail into the loop and then tighten it up. Till the knot comes into this part. Yeah, that's a good height. Oh, I have to warm my fingers. Alright, so I've been just feeding the fire now for like a half an hour, trying to get it going again. Yeah, as you can see there, it's going off pretty good. But I'm gonna tie this onto the tree properly now. Let me tell you a little bit about the day and the lunch and everything like that. So the plan is to make some oatmeal with äppelmos, squeezed apples in English. And that's really good, and it's easy to make, and it's good in every way. So yeah, the fire is going really good actually. It's popping off pretty good. Alright. Shrunk down a little bit. You can kind of hold my weight, and I'm 73 kg, so this is definitely gonna hold for some heavy logs. But it bothers me a little bit that this is a bit higher than there, so I think I'm gonna sink this down a little bit, just a little bit, so it can get even. But I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna eat a sandwich that I made at home and get some tea going. The wind has started to pick up a little bit, as you can hear in the background. So that's good for the fire. You don't have to oh, there's some ice in the tea. And I'm gonna put it in the fire. So we're getting pretty chilly, sitting down, and when you're not working, you do get pretty cold quickly. But anyways, gonna make some tea and eat a sandwich, and yeah, but I thought to talk a little bit. So I thought to talk a little bit about the plans now. So I'm done with the bed. Maybe gonna pound some stakes in to hold the bed in place. But yeah, it's yeah, you can say that it's done now. But I also tied the ridge pole up to the between these two trees. So I think we got some like 1, 2, 3, 4 logs there, but I do need a lot more for the roof. But at least I'm gonna start to build the roof. So when I've drank up my tea and ate the sandwich, I'm gonna get back to building the back wall. But I'm gonna come back here tomorrow as well, so I want to have it done then, but I don't know. Tomorrow we got less time. I think I only got like 4 or 5 hours to build, but the clock is now not so much, I think 11:26. I got out here at like 9 p.m. so I've been here for like 3 hours. So yeah, we got plenty of time to build a roof. But yeah, real nice to be out here. The wind is starting to pick up, and yeah, very nice. As you can see, the wind has started to pick up. And I need a lot more firewood. I think I'm gonna go and cut some firewood off that tree lying there. So I took a piece there, and as you can see, there's ice here. So there's a little pond here that I can, which I can get some water for the dishes with. So that's pretty cool. I should switch out the saw blade for this saw. I've used it for like 2.5 years now, and yeah, it's really getting bad now. Punky wood. The tea is now done, and it's very useful to have a bench like this. Alright, so here we have the tea. It's pretty hot right now. So and here we got all the food things. So here we have the cup. So in this sandwich we have cheese and honey from here in the countryside. Side. So so good. Really good tea. Really good tea. The fire is kind of struggling. It's very smoky. The fire can really be a headache sometimes. But it's also very nice, so it has two sides. So if I'm laying here, I have this much section. Yeah, that's pretty solid. There I have to cut it. And I use this one. What the heck? There's a spider in there. You see that spider? Oink. Looks like it's dead. That's some decent firewood. I'm going to go around here in the area and look for some building materials. Looks like we got a sizable good tree here. Let's see. Yeah, this is good. Alright. Alright, so now we got 5 good pieces for the back wall. I'm gonna need plenty of more, so this is not over yet. So I think I'm gonna cut down this tree. This can be used for firewood, and it's just in the way of building this roof. But yeah, let's start building the roof. I got some pieces here suitable for that. So as you can see, I'm doing it at a pretty steep level, so they don't what's it called? So they don't but yeah, I have them a pretty, this one's a bit too short perhaps, but it's a pretty steep level, so I'm doing that so the rain and snow more easily can just flow out of shelter and not stay in, so that's what I'm doing that for. It's coming together pretty good. Let's get this fire going again, and I have to cook up the lunch now. I'm super hungry. So the other day I was reading Moomin. I don't know what it's called in English, but if you search Moomin, Moomin, it will come up on YouTube like a series. But I read the books, or not all the books, but some of the books, and in the last couple of days, and it made me it got me an idea to just be in the wilderness for like 3 days maybe, at least 2 nights. I want to be out, and then I want to write a story when I'm being out there. So when I hike out and set up camp and then break camp in the morning and then cook breakfast and then hike further and further and further, and kind of write a story about that. I think that would be pretty cool. So that's just an idea I got, but I definitely can't do it now, because if I would right now my hands would freeze up instantly. So I'm gonna do that in like April or May maybe. But anyways, that's an idea, and I brought the flute as well, so I'm gonna play a little for. So the camera turned off. Exactly when I started to play the flute, but it wasn't good anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna cook the oatmeal on a cooking stick, where you have a stick up over the fire like this, and then you can hang your pot on that. So this is what I meant when I said a cooking stick. You have a long stick like this, and you just pound it into the ground like this, and yeah. Looks pretty good. All right, finally got some food. Oh my god. Oh, the smoke. I come home stinking. I'm gonna continue building a little bit on the roof when I'm done eating. And the plan is to stay out here a little bit in the evening. It's like maybe 5 o'clock. The sun sets at like 16:30 or something like that. So I'm gonna hike back at like 5 p.m. or something. So I got like 3 hours left, I think. So yeah. I'm gonna check if there's some building materials there. It looks like we got plenty of good trees to select here. I'm gonna choose this one. Having to rebuild that fire again. This is the worst fire day of my life. I think I light this fire 5 times today, and the amount of smoke that's in my lungs is just incredible. But let's cut up these logs that I got for like 1 hour ago. I've been just trying to get this fire going again, and finally I get it going. So this is, I'm gonna take down this tree now. It's just completely in the way for the roof, so timber. Oh, the fire is out again. Oh, that fire is so annoying. If you leave this fire in 3 seconds, it will be dead. You have to exchange your lungs for keeping this fire alive. Oh, looks like it's alive again. Is the logs a little bit leaning to this side? Up here? I don't know. So I think I'm done building for today. And I think I'm just gonna relax by the fire for the rest of the time. Clean up a little bit. We got some dirty dishes there that I have to do, and yeah, just relax and enjoy my shelter. I'm glad how long we come on the shelter. That That's maybe like 1/3 of the roof, or a little bit less, 1/4. So yeah, but I'm glad with the bed, obviously, and yeah, I'm pleased with how this shelter is turning out to be. I'm gonna tell you the plans for tomorrow. I think I'm going to continue building this wall, but I do also want to get a fire reflector behind the fire pit, because it is just so nice having a having a fire reflector, so the heat reflects and the smoke doesn't come directly into my shelter. So that would be real nice to get a fire reflector, and but the primary goal is to get this back wall done. I think that's the most important thing, and eventually I'm gonna find some stones when the ground is not frozen up, and put them to the fire pit, and do like a very long fire pit of stones. So they got a platform, but the sun is still up. There's still some sun on the trees. But yeah. So the sun is about to go down now, and it's gonna be getting pretty cold. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. So when I told you guys about the idea of writing a story whilst being in the wild, the inspiration of that is in Moomin. So basically there's many characters in that in those books, but one of the most remarkable of them is in English is called Snuffkin. So I think Snuffkin. And he is with the Moomin family on in the summertime, but then in the wintertime he goes hiking south, I think, and he does plenty of hikes, and but you never get to know like the ending of his story. So yeah, I think it is just so cool, and made me really want to just write it, not from a me perspective. So I'm gonna talk like, and then he woke up and cooked the bacon, eggs, and hiked further. So yeah, you understand what I'm trying to say. It's definitely getting colder, and the fire is like reflecting
light now, so the sun is setting. Nice. Gonna put it near the fire again, so it doesn't freeze up. Fire's looking good actually. Very nice. But I'm really happy with the bench here. It's very good quality actually. 5-star. And so if you're in Sweden, you can just message me, and you will have a bedroom looking like this, with a very nice view and some ashes from the fire that you can light the fire with. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but yeah, I'm gonna put some more firewood on the fire. So leave a comment down below if you think that the mic is good, better or worse than my previous one. Oh shit, a smoke assassination. Gotta get a refill on the tea again. Ooh, it's almost tipped.
Alright, I'm gonna pack up. All my batteries are dying now, so I don't have much left to film, and my power banks is completely shut off, so I'm gonna end the video here. But I'm gonna come back here tomorrow, and that will be the next episode of building this camp. So you can look forward to that, and have a great time. Be nice to someone, to everybody. And I will see you guys soon.